All right, so sewage ejectors explained. We get this question a lot about, what sewage ejectors are, why they're used, which conditions that they're used in. Essentially, there's two use cases for sewage ejectors. The first one is underpinning, and the second is new home builds. Essentially, whenever the drains that are entering into the city drain system, whenever those drains are too high for the new basement drains to get connected, that is when you need to utilize a sewage ejector. Essentially, a sewage ejector pumps the water uphill into the drains, the existing drains, so that you can still utilize plumbing in your basement. Let's go through an example. So right now, we have an existing house that is a certain amount of depth below grade. You got the foundation, you got the footings. The existing drain location is somewhere underneath that footing. Whenever you do a new home build, usually the foundation is sitting deeper than where it did initially with the existing structure. And the same thing is true for an underpinning job. Whenever the foundation or the footings get dropped, and as a result, the slab of the basement gets dropped, you run the risk of having the drains in the basement sitting lower than the drains that are heading out into the city. So whenever that's the case, all you have to do is install a sewage ejector to the new basement drain. So if you have a bathroom, if you have a kitchen, if you have any plumbing in the basement, those drains are going to be connecting to the sewage ejector. The only caveat here is we try to only connect the basement drains to the sewage ejector, and then anything above grade for the drains for the rest of the house, those are gravity fed out to the city sewers. Sewage ejectors equal maintenance, so it's important to make sure that you maintain them because, again, as I mentioned, it is a mechanical device. There are a couple ways that you can check to see if you need a sewage ejector during your project. If your property is a clean out located on the front of the property, you can check the depth of that. There's another way where you can scope the drains and figure out the depth, and then you can also measure at the city sewers to see how low the existing drains sit, to see if you're going to have the fall and the slope to have your basement drains gravity fed, or if you're going to have to utilize a sewage ejector. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and hopefully you found this information helpful. Thanks.